Because this is critical race theory. You have to become a veridical ambassador of the racial category and the experiences that it's said to have by theory, or else you are betraying that racial category. And they have laid out what that experience is and what you have to say. They call it in critical race theory, they call it a critical race consciousness. In older critical theory, they called it critical consciousness. Marx called it class consciousness. It's the same thing. It is the awareness of your position as oppressed within the stratified society across that axis of power. So again, when you hear these people on television tell you that this is not Marxist, it's not Marxist, that's vulgar Marxism. It's Marxist. I guess we could be really, really careful. We can be adults. It's Marxian. Wrong suffix. It's Marxian. It's evolved from Marxism. It doesn't care that much about economics. It's co-opted economics to race. So this is what critical race theory really is. This is what is justifying the state sanctioning of racism in our schools, under our presidency, and just about every possible federal agency that you can imagine, in our military. That ain't good, by the way. That ain't good, by the way. That's what's justifying a racial consciousness in medicine that's now got nearly every one of our major medical journals, the New England Journal of Medicine, Lancet, Journal of American Medical Association, routinely publishing articles that take the critical race theory view, to the point also where there is a teaching hospital in Boston under the purview of Harvard University that has a pilot program this year to start prioritizing care by race. This is why racism is a public health threat. This is why COVID, whatever, was going to be prioritized by race and analyzed by race. Because of critical race theory. That's why. It has infused or insinuated itself into just about every aspect of our society. It's in corporate boardrooms, in the private sector. I hear from people all the time who are either too afraid to get rid of it, find it too useful to want to get rid of it, or who are desperate to get rid of it but terrified to pull the trigger because they know they're going to get held to a public relations extortion racket that might destroy their company. They don't know how to get rid of their woke employees who are ruining the company from the inside because they know that they will probably litigate or at least throw a giant fit or get the media involved